And once again, welcome back. We're still having a lovely conversation with Gertie here, though for the most part we have finished. I guess we could tell her about things, so in that case we will bring up the case of what we saw with Gertie and Henri. You're just a stranger here, Miss Poe. You don't know nothing about my brother. You don't know anything about my brother-in-law. And we'll also talk... oops. Let me go back now. So... I'm very well aware of what the girl's up to. So in that case, we probably did tell her that we saw Henri and Fifi in a very intimate moment, as Gertie did express her awareness that those two were, well, Fifi wasn't exactly doing the cleaning around here. Now we've got to talk to Clarence, since we haven't done that yet. This is a private conversation, young lady. Do you mind? Oh, I do. So, again, we'll go through asking Clarence about everything. We won't do this every time, but for the starting part, I figure it's best to at least learn people's opinions about each of the guests, so we can kind of establish who may like who, dislike who, what they feel about each other. So we'll ask him about himself. I'm not discussing myself with you. Again, like I said in the last episode, some people will be happy to, some others will not be. What about Gertie? She's right here. Don't ask me about Fifi. Go ask the cripple Colonel yourself. We'll ask about Gloria. That seems to be an interesting topic. And it was. You're getting too personal here, young lady. I don't want to discuss him, especially with you. So it seems like he doesn't have a good relationship with Rudy, Gertie's son here, or rather son-in-law, I believe. Why, are you sick? No, I'm fine, thank you. I'm never bothered with the servants. Well, what about Seeley? Yeah, no, same sort of opinion. Lillian, she's not much better than her mother, to make a good people. Whoa, that's kind. I'm her best friend, and you're saying that to me? Well, I'll ask about the mother then. Why would you care about that old dame? She's nothing but a cheap drunk. And we haven't said Henri yet, so... My business with the Colonel de Jean is private, young lady. I believe that is everyone. Unless we want to ask about the parrot. That bird makes too much noise. There's also two other animals. I hate dogs, especially that one. And the horse. What do you care about de Jean's broken down old nag? Nothing, really. I just didn't know whose horse he was. Hearse he was. So, we'll also tell Clarence about Fifi as well, since the maid's going to be nothing but trouble. And Henri as well. Whoops. Just better stay away from him, young lady. I never know if it's Henry or Henri. I kind of... yes, if you right-click, which I recently did there, you can also look at things that way. Most of the sofas look very old and dusty and uncomfortable. The other thing we do want to note here is the decanter. On the countertop you see a decanter of cognac. Oopsie. That doesn't sound good. So, since we can see they're in a private conversation and will be unwilling to continue it while we are around, the downstairs also has a secret passageway as well, which we can make use of. Again, to spy on people's conversations that they might not otherwise have in front of company. Anyway, this is the back downstairs hallway of the big house. Double French doors lead up back. However, not every location has an observation point, so in some cases you will just have to go unaware. You push the oval mirror, and to your astonishment you find the mirror opens to reveal a secret door. I always love that tune as well, whenever you open a secret passage, and we got two more to open. that contain this music, so make the most of it. You found a small hidden room in the house. So this time it's the low painting we want to look through. Sorry, just turning the volume up a bit. I've offered her a fair deal many times for her property along the river, but the old biddy won't sell. She's going to force me into taking some sort of action. What could you possibly want with swampy land anyway? It's no good for anybody. I wonder who they're talking about. Little do you know, Gertie, my dear. Let's just say I happen to know it's worth a great deal and have several rich potential investors that back me up on my I plan to exploit her development. Well, tell me. I said too much, you'll probably blabber everything to Ethel. Yeah, so they're talking about Ethel, and apparently Ethel owns some property that might be worth a lot. Of all the nerve, well, if I were Ethel, I wouldn't sell any of the land either. You're nothing but a low-down snake in the grass. I don't know what my daughter sees in you. So her daughter is Gloria. My fear of Gloria is none of your business. Besides, she doesn't care what you think. So, apparently, Clarence and Gloria are also getting intimate. You're just trying to exploit my daughter, just like you try to exploit everyone else. Well, we've got the goods on you, mister. I know about your racehorse scam. If you don't want your P's and Q's, I'm going to tell them about it. Try it, lady. I've had enough of this. So, Gloria's wandered off into the sunset. So that means Clarence is now in the room alone. So maybe he will be a bit more open. So did I say Gertie, sorry. Gertrude has left. So maybe he'll be more willing to talk about it now. So we'll ask Clarence about Gertie. Oh, no, he's still unwilling to talk about it. So, oh, my butler's here. Let's take an opportunity to talk to Jeeves about everyone. First we'll look at Jeeves. Jeeves is the Colonel's imposing butler. Though you find him somewhat good-looking, he nevertheless gives a disconcerting feeling of secretiveness. You've noticed that Jeeves generally keeps himself and seems to talk in little more than monosyllables. You wonder about him. So we'll try to ask about Jeeves about everyone. Him to talk? Okay. Well, he's not going to talk to us right now. Let's see what he's up to though. Jeeves seems busy doing his chores. Would you like a drink? No, thank you. I'm going to quickly save once again. And save over our earlier save. And let's see what's across the hallway. You found the Colonel's billiard room. Funny, he doesn't seem the kind of guy who would enjoy painting billions, listening to records on the Victrola, or the player piano. Another 15 minutes has gone past, and we wandered on Gloria and Rudy, again engaging in a conversation. Uncle Henri's a strange coot. Quiet, we're not alone anymore. Well, we'll take a chance to look at these both. Look at Rudy. Seems that Rudy de Jean is Gloria Swansong's brother and Gertie's son. You surmise the swan song must be Gloria's stage name. Rudy's a handsome man, and any woman would find him attractive. Any woman would be attracted to him. But you send an undercurrent of hostility in Rudy, and since he should not be crossed. And we'll look at Gloria as well while we're here. Gloria Swansong, a beautiful platinum blonde, is the Colonel's other niece and Gertie's daughter. She seems so glamorous with her long feather boa, stunning jewels, and lovely gown. Been told she's a successful actress in Hollywood, although you've never heard of her. And again, we'll make the opportunity to talk to these lot while we got them here. My sister and I are talking, do you mind? Ask Rudy about Rudy. Not this guy, yeah. Same response as usual. We'll ask about Gloria since she's here. Gloria's right here. Lillian's always overreacted to things. Someone ought to teach her some self-control. Uncle Henri hasn't always understood me. I could sure use his money, support more. I'll ask you about Mother. Leave my mother out of this. Now, this is a person that he may be tad friendly with. As we saw, Clarence's reaction wasn't too good about Rudy either. He's nothing but a lying scoundrel. Let's ask about the doctor. Why do you care? He's nothing but a jerk doctor. And Ethel? Aunt Ethel's always drunk. Who cares about her? So there's not a good relationship between the family here. She's a strange old gal. He doesn't seem too upset about Cecilia though. She's a looker, right? But she ain't to be trusted. Jeeves is Jeeves. I don't think much about him. Again, he's not too disinterested in Jeeves either. Okay. Appears that Gloria's quite a bad habit. So Gloria also smokes. Again, we're going to make notice of the smell. The fact that she smokes also gives off a particular smell. And we'll talk to Gloria as well. Please make it brief, darling. We'll quickly tell Rudy about Fifi as well, since we caught them in act. I should get to know about the little coquette. Find out what she's up to. We'll just have to keep an eye on the old geezer, won't we? Alright. No? We'll also tell Rudy about Clarence. What's the jerk up to now? I don't know, Rudy. Oh, he did have some dodgy dealings. My mother's affairs are her own business. Alright. And we will now ask Gloria about people. Not just yet. If you wish to talk with Rudy, then do so. Oh, I've always felt a little pity for my younger cousin. She had a share of problems. I wouldn't get into that, darling. Don't care for my Aunt Ethel. She's just a lousy drunk. I'm sure she contributed to her husband's death, although that's no business of yours. Well, you kind of made it my business by blurting it out like that. There's nothing you need to know about my mother. Very protective there. But seeing as she's got a little affair with Clarence, let's ask about that. I don't care to discuss him. Well, maybe she's not so fond of him after all. She's nothing but a cheap troller. Or the maid. He's just a butler, darling. I tried getting along with Uncle Henri, but he's such an old grouch. The doctor? What did the old quack say about me, darling? He didn't say anything about you. Well, it seems there's maybe something the doctor knows that Gloria doesn't want us to know. The cook is kind of strange. He knows she practices voodoo, darling. Ooh. It's something that we didn't know. I think we did cover everyone, so we'll tell Gloria about Fifi. Somebody ought to do something about it before she gets away with all our Uncle Henri's money. And Henri seems to care about the hard help more than his own family. Maybe Fifi at least. And we'll tell her about Clarence. Don't want to talk about Clarence right now. Alright. Well, we'll let them carry on with their business. In fact, we'll quickly spell on it them, and then we'll wrap up this episode as well. So as you guessed, once again, there is another secret passage. This time behind the clock. You pull on the grandfather clock, and to your surprise, you find the whole clock opens to reveal a secret door. Again, we'll be looking through the lower one and seeing what's on the other side. What a skinflint old Uncle Henri is, man. What I could do with his dough. How rich is he, darling? Don't know for sure. At least a couple of mil. In those days, that's big money. If he's so rich, why doesn't he keep this place up better? It's such a dump. It's not too bad. Could use a bit of a dusting, but it's about it. The old miser wouldn't part with a penny if he could help it. I wonder if Fifi's getting any of his money, though. But she's trying anyway. Why, she practically has him round around her little finger, darling. It's disgusting. Speaking of disgusting, what are you doing about Clarence? Well, maybe she's not so fond of Clarence after all. Oh, him? I've decided to break up with Clarence. I have a new boo. A director, no less. He's such a doll. Well, so long, Clarence. Clarence isn't going to like it when you break it off. I don't trust him at all, the snake. Oh, darling, that reminds me. Remember that little medical problem I had? I don't trust Wilbur to keep it quiet. It could ruin my career if it got out. I've got to talk to him. You do that, my dear sister. As for me, I'm going to retire to my room for a while. Kiss, kiss. So, it seems they're both going to leave for a while now, at least. Rudy's going to have a nap, or at least disappear into his room for a while. And Gloria is now on the hunt for Dr. Fields, as he apparently knows something that, as she did hint earlier, that she doesn't want us to know, or anyone for that matter. So we'll do a quick exploration around the house, check out the other rooms. This must be the library. You see many books of various and sundry topics displayed in the bookcases. Tucked in one wall, you notice an elevator shaft. I want to warn you, dear Wilbur. Don't you dare go spill the beans on me. I wouldn't do anything like that, sweetie pie. Ooh, what a creep. My little medical problem was my own business, nobody else's. See to it you keep quiet. Sure thing, whatever you say. Fine. In this case, I don't believe that looking through the secret passage makes any difference, but for double checking sake, we'll save here, and that will be the end of this episode. Dr. Fields good. But we'll load up the older save, and in this case we will see if we can spot anything if we go through that version of events differently. Like I said, I don't believe you can, but we'll double check. So if we look for here, we do see this event take place. It's the same as before, blah blah blah. We can skip the scene. Now if we look for these holes, yeah, as I suspected, Doctor is alone reading a magazine. So for now, we will wrap up this episode, and we'll see you next time on Let's Play Bequest. Bye bye for now.